Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above a key area of support at around the $0.5 mark, and at the time of this recording we're also trading below the 20-day MA, and that is acting as resistance here on the 4-hour chart. We have also made a peak at around the $0.6 mark, and that is after seeing a breakout out of a chart pattern that we had over here, which is a double bottom whose minimum target areas at around the $0.5792 mark we have fully maximized, and that chart pattern was formed after we fully maximized our target areas to the lower side in the formation of this larger ED12 count 2, and I believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of a larger ED12 count 3. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after making our lower low down there at around the $0.16 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside obeying the ED12 structures, where you can see that I have this ED12 structure in red, having that as the first wave. Then we saw this corrective structure giving us the low for that wave 2. Then we saw this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, giving us a peak at around the $0.3575 mark. Then we saw that wave 4, then continued pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5, giving us a peak at around the $0.657 mark. And after seeing the formation of this 5-wave structure to the upside in red, Fantom completed an even larger ED12 count 1 to the upside of this ED12 structure right here in yellow. And after seeing the formation of a larger ED12 count 1, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a larger ED12 count 2. And using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that larger ED12 count 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which lies between the $0.4689 mark and the $0.4109 mark, which is a target area that we have now fully maximized, and also made our low in the formation of that wave 2 at around the $0.41 mark. And after seeing the formation of a larger ED12 count 2, whatever we expect next is a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of a larger ED12 count 3, and this is what I'm expecting to play out here on the short-term scenarios, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.2089 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting this larger ED12 count 3 to the upside to do. And because a larger ED12 count 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 of the fractal wave fully maximizing our minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And I believe we are seeing such a movement over here on the 4-hour chart, and zooming in so that we can get to see that ED12 structure, which is going to give me the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting here on the Fantom chart. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that after making our low at around the $0.41 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside, making a peak at around the $0.6 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we expected a corrective structure in the formation of a larger ED12 count 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and that lies between the $0.5062 mark and the $0.4842 mark, which is the minimum target area that I was expecting to see the low for this second wave. And you can see that yesterday before the weekly close, we had a sharp sell-off over here, getting us into that minimum target area in the formation of that wave 2, and we have now made our low at around the $0.5011 mark. And now that means that there are chances that that might be the low for that higher ED12 count 2, and soon we are going to start a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And over here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that here on the candlesticks, you can see that we saw the formation of a long wick to the lower side, which was an indication indication that the sellers, the buyers were trying to take over the market, and that is after seeing that sharp sell off over here before the weekly close. And if I also take a look at the volume indicator, you can also see that after seeing that long wick over here, we also saw an increase in the buying volume here on the volume indicator, which was an indication that the buyers were trying to take over the market. And that seems to be so because at the time of this recording, we are trying to push even higher, and there are chances that we might continue pushing even higher and get above the 20-day MA, which will offer us the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher, and also manage to break above the wave 1 high, which lies at around the $0.6 mark. And the moment we manage to break above the wave 1 high, then that will be enough confirmation that whatever we are seeing over here is the start of a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 of this Elliot wave structure right here in red by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.8128 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do. And once the high for that wave 3 is in, then we can expect a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upside in the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 3 at around the $1.2132 mark. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. Continue watching the 20-day MA and also continue watching the key area of support at around the $0.5 mark, because in case of any pullbacks, that is the next key area of support that we can watch here on the Fantom chart. So let's continue watching for that wave 3 to the upside, and also watch the key area, the significant high at around the $0.6 mark, because a break above it could trigger even higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. And before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, allow me to first take a look at the indicators, where on the RSI we are trading at around the 46 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, but we are yet to see that decrease in the selling momentum here on the MACD, which could support a bit of a bearish, short-term bearish movement before we can proceed even higher in the formation of this wave 3. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing it on the Elliot wave structures. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming is that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure in a move that has now given us a low at around the $0.016 mark. And after seeing the low for that ABC corrective structure, that is what I'm terming as the low for that second wave, and whatever we expect next after seeing the low for that wave 2 is a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which I have target areas to the upside at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.7395 mark, where I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.